You just take this stuff down. Gonna do receipts now.
All right.
We're back here at the College Gridiron Showcase, brought to you by the Brawl Network, powered by Manscaped. Had a few technical difficulties, but we wrapped up the tight end group. Pretty great performance by some of these studs. We're going to move into the receiver group. Mike Scheide here with Mike Bresnahan and Mark Lillibridge. Mark, as the receivers are getting going, tell us a little bit what you saw out of that tight end group.
You know what? The tight end group, there were some really good guys, man. Zach Davidson, Central Missouri, and Sean Bear from Iowa. I thought they both stood out. Thought they both had huge days. I think they both helped their stock big time. And
good day, Bear.
I think it's one of those situations where, we didn't see them, but they were high pointing the ball, no drops out of either one of them, and just had a really phenomenal day with their size. And we had some blocking drills. Hard to do that without full pads on, but I thought both of them showed ability and were able to do so much more out here. Quarterbacks were hitting the ball. It's wet, raining.
Good day,
tough,
man.
Tough out here. So.
Hey, we're gonna make you a player of the day. All right, we're gonna award you for it.
Yeah. So Brez right now is talking to Mason Stockey, fullback, tight end, kind of do it all running back from University of Wisconsin. Had a phenomenal day out here. Mason, you did a great job today. Yeah, we're gonna get you on the air here in a second as we're talking kind of 3 players and stuff. But you had a great day today, man. How do you feel like you represented yourself?
Cool guy. I definitely felt like could have had a better day.
But he was talking.
Touching the ball. Felt like that's one of my really strong areas, and I didn't quite show that today. But
we can't hear him right now.
Take 1 second. Right? I mean, we're going to get you on live on it. We'll grab you a mic here in a second. We'll make you the Manscaped man of the day. If you want to head on over that way. I'm going live here on the camera here. So
you guys got
we got Emily going live here with Mason, and we'll get it rolling here a little bit.
No. Right.
You guys go in numerical order. Numerical order.
Yeah, make fullbacks great again, huh?
100%.
Good.
We're all in this?
Yeah.
We're all in?
Go.
No, you got in the camera.
Hi.
Rich, you're bringing him in.
Hey guys, Emily Van Busker here with the Brawl Network. We're standing on the sideline at the College Gridiron Showcase here in beautiful, rainy Fort Worth, Texas. We're standing with one of my personal favorite players here, and we all know why. Mason Stockey from Wisconsin, fullback. Welcome to this. How do you feel like this went for you today? You were in all of the drills, like not just some, you were in all of them. How do you feel like that went?
I thought it went pretty well. I felt like I definitely could have been better on some things. I feel like one of my strong areas is catching the ball, and there was a couple drops out there that I definitely should have had. So, but overall, I felt like pretty well performance, and it was fun to be out here.
I think he's playing it down a little bit versus what we think, because we sat and we watched him. You're coming up, and Bridge said, "Yeah, we got a fullback," and then you know what? You look like a halfback with halfback feet. You had running back hands. I mean, it was a good performance. When you're coming out of the bags, you had high step. They were quick. They were getting out of the breaks. I know you've seen a lot. Tell them a couple of things that you've seen. Big scout. And he was getting for NFL teams. Bridge, what'd you see that you liked?
I think you helped yourself big time today, Mason. I would say this. We were joking about it because I'm like, okay, it's just fullback. What do you expect from a fullback, right? Just meathead, smash your face. Your nose looks like mine, right? From the helmet coming down, and so I thought today great feet. I thought you were really moved really well. One of the things I really thought you highlighted well was, and it's tough, right, without pads and shoulder pads on, to be able to do the reach blocks and do that kind of stuff. But you can tell you've been coached up well at Wisconsin. That you jumped in with the tight ends, I thought was huge, right? Because you got to be able to do it all, right? You have to be an H-back kind of at 6'2". You got to be able to play off the ball, and then at the same time line up in the backfield and be able to get climb and block at the second level. I thought you showcased really, really well. I know there's a lot of scouts out here. I didn't know a lot about you coming into it, but I know I'm going to be doing a lot of homework on you now, and I know a lot of these scouts will be too. And that's all you can do, right? Yep. In a time where you don't know if you're going to have there's no combine. We don't know if we're going to have a pro day. I mean, I'm sure at Wisconsin they're probably going to try to get something done just because you got so many studs up there. But again, you don't know. But now you got verified numbers and you're able to perform in front of these guys. It was awesome. Great day today.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And enough, we're going to go ahead and make you the Manscaped Player of the Day, right? You're going home with the full kit. We're going to put you in the toiletry bag. You got the lawnmower, right? You can. Hey, I tell you what, keep the guard on. It can help out the upstairs. You take the guard off, you can get the downstairs, all right? Brings on, it's got a light on there for you and everything, so you can do it in the shower. Here we are taking one right now. Works when it's wet. You got the charger in there. You got your ball deodorant in here. You know, it's not that hot out. Maybe you don't need it, but you know, come this summer, you'll be rocking that. And a little ball toner. Let me tell you what, that's what the ladies like right there, right? That before you're going to slip out for the night, that's it. You know, you handled the balls out on the field today. We'll help you out with yours on there. We'll drop a toiletry kit in there. We put it all in there for you. Congratulations. Manscaped Player of the Day.
It's going to be a big night in Madison. It's a big night in Madison. They're going all in.
He did great. He did great. So you were excellent on the field. That's what College Gridiron Showcase is all about, is guys like this coming in and really just showcasing his skills. Maybe you didn't know a ton about them. You know, they're limited. But fullback is becoming a more expansive position in the pros, and I think you're going to go over there and really show more than knocking over the guy in front of him, which I wish you would have knocked that kid over. I seen it in you when you had him. You're like, I just put this kid in the dirt, and I know you held back a little bit, but
one of the reasons he's going to be a great fullback is he's learned from fullbacks at Wisconsin. Alec Ingold and Derek Watt are both in his lineage. What did they teach you to bring into this that you're going to take to the next level?
Yeah, you know, I wasn't there when Derek Watt was there, but I know
he taught Alec.
Exactly. So,
that's good.
yeah, you know, Alec has taught me a lot. You know, I've been talking to him throughout this process, you know, just, you know, ask him a lot of questions, you know, anything that I should be aware of coming in, what to do, you know. He's helped me throughout my whole process in Wisconsin, you know, teaching me the position, you know, learning from him. He'll come back and teach me little tweaks, little drills to do. And, you know, I've really learned a lot from him. So I'm really grateful for him and, you know, wish him the best. And
making fullbacks proud.
Yeah, exactly.
Making fullbacks great again. Thank you, Mason. Enjoy your box of goodies, I guess. We're going to tip back now to Bridge and Brez and Shoddy back on the field.
There we go. We're back, man. We're coming back on the other side of the field. Bridge, Shoddy, we're all going to take it down here. Now, we're getting into the wide receivers, right? And then we're going to start seeing the hands, everything we're talking about, skilled players. That's one of the big things, big draws. I know we like the big uglies, but now we're going to get to see the guys and actually what they can do with the hands, with the balls. And after doing it, you know, Bridge is down there on the field, but we just got done talking to Stokes, talking about what he did, Manscaped Player of the Day. And wow, that was something else. You know, these kids are so grateful, so humble. You give them a gift like that and they really appreciate it.
Yeah, right now, so Mark Littlebury's here for you, Brawl Network. We're out here with the receivers today, kind of a smaller group. Actually, probably more quarterbacks out here. We're getting to kind of showcase some of the quarterbacks right now, as well as some of the receivers. I got to tell you this right now, though, is it's fun. Here's what I love when you're doing receiver drills. It's other receivers and quarterbacks. Other receivers and quarterbacks, when you're seeing it, when they get hyped up, when a guy makes a play, like that's when you know it's awesome, because game recognizes game. And it was really awesome over here a little bit ago. Jacob Harris, the big tight end receiver guy, I said looks like Chase Claypool. Just caught it, high point a ball in the back of the end zone, toe tapped it in, back of the end zone for a touchdown. The whole place went absolutely crazy. The other guys were just going, I see you, man, I see you. You know, his number out here is 40, and they're like, I see a 40, I see a 40. So that's a really cool deal for these guys. And you know, we're seeing some guys, I think some quarterbacks that really stood out today for me. Of course, Zach Smith from Tulsa, Brady Davis from Illinois State, Peyton Ramsey, Northwestern. Those guys have really, really shined today. We're seeing some of their touch on these balls. In the drill that we're doing right now, and I'm not sure where our camera's at, but what they're doing, they were dropping the ball into the corner of the end zone, catching the kind of with the high point. And it's one favorite fade route in the NFL. It's a big route. And to see these receivers out here showcasing their ability. The guy that stood out tremendously, Jacob Harris, University of Central Florida. He looked the part and has the hands and showcasing that ability today. So I don't know on this next drill what we got going on here. We're setting up, moving the camera. Our man Sam Hicks grinding today for us here at the Brawl Network, moving the camera. We're setting up set the ball up on the 50. I'm assuming this is probably going to be go routes, or we're going to either run quick slants or we're going to run goes. That typically tends to be when we're moving it here. And this is our last group today.
I do want to point out we've got another helmet player on the field.
Good.
That's actually Noah Johnson.
Yeah, Noah Johnson, quarterback, right? Trying to showcase that he could play different positions, that he could play receiver, that he could do other stuff. So, I love when dudes do that, man. Hey, do what you got to do to get in and fit in, and it's exciting for these guys right now. Yep, again, like I called it, go route. I don't know if a little miscommunication between the quarterback and receiver. So up right now, that was Eli Stove. Now up is Jalen Camp, Georgia Tech. Quick catch. They are running the slant.
You're in the shot.
So
go on. Go over there. Look at this.
I got you.
A couple of guys.
I mean, here's our guy right here. Now, this is a unique case for a guy who is just gigantic and had a really, really unique. He was a former soccer player. Then he went to Central Florida, Jacob Harris, 6'0", 4'6", 221, almost 34-inch arms, 80 wingspan. That's a guy at red zone target that teams will look at kind of as a mismatch, and to be able to use him in a good offense.
God, dropping bullets there. Our quarterback we like. He's got to cut down on the interceptions there. You know,
Zach Smith. Right?
Yeah, he's. But he throws it on a rope, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to point out. We just saw him go 26. Zach Davidson, Central Michigan or Central Missouri, right? So he just gets done with the tight end drills. All the tight ends are packed their gear up. They're already on their planes. He's out of here saying, "I'm going to get a couple extra reps, man. I'm at Central Missouri. I want as many scouts to see me doing different routes, and I want to show my versatility." Hell, they'll probably have him punt when this is over with.
And I don't think he's dropped anything all
No,
day.
he hasn't dropped the ball.
You know, and the other thing is, you talk with him. We joked around with him last night for a while. He's good. He's a good sport.
Yep.
You know, and he gives it back. And it kind of told you his personality as a guy that was going to end up lining up wherever the hell he could today.
Yep,
and that's the guys that scouts like to see. Scouts are noticing he's over here lining up with the wide receivers. And
no question about it. And you know, again, the small group. There's a lot of guys that aren't going today. Riley Lee isn't running. Vasher or Tyreek Black aren't going, and neither is Austin Trammell. But there's the guys that are competing right here. The next guy up is DJ Turner out of Pitt. Now, not a natural receiver. He's wearing number 41.
No, we call him Turner the Burner,
yeah,
right? We invented that name.
But as a returner and as someone maybe you can use him in jet sweeps and things like that, phenomenal player, and I think he'll do great. Antoine Davis just went there from Ball State, right here, number 37. Eli Stove out of Auburn, another big school guy, right? SEC guy. Want to showcase. Now we got some guys moving out of the slot. Number 45, Jeremiah Heidel from Texas State University. That's kind of what he does. And then 47,
nice catch,
is Quan Baker out of South Alabama.
Here's a guy that looks the part.
Yep, 38. This is Jalen Camp. Now, Jalen is unique because he's kind of a running back, H-back, receiver, did some quarterback type stuff at Georgia Tech, and then getting back to the guy who's going to stand out here today, and he's making money. He really has helped himself is Jacob Harris, number 40. Just with size, the speed, the hands, hasn't had a drop yet today. I think he's really done a nice job for himself. It's cool. See, and I'm going to tell you what else. This is what scouts love, okay, is they love this drill. Because they are getting guys there from the slot, guys from the outside, go, rapid fire. Quarterback, let's go, get the ball. This is your route, you're running it. And so the guys get to jump in and out. So they run from the slot, then they catch it. Now they catch it, run upfield, turn back around, they jump to the outside, and then they run that route. So they're able to get both route combinations, one to the sideline, one not, but it's the same route. Quarterback gets a lot of reps, rapid fire, catch it and run, let's go. And so this is another drill to be able to test their conditioning. If you're a receiver, you should never get tired. You should be able to run all day.
I tell you what, looking at the quarterbacks, and I know they're not running quarterback-specific drills, but the ropes that Kevin Tom's son is throwing, it's phenomenal. It's helping all these guys, especially in the outer routes, outside the hashes. We saw them with the running backs and shorter routes, weren't exactly
making
there.
Them look good, it's hitting them in stride. You know, it's nice. There's some softer balls coming out from some of the smaller quarterbacks, but then you're really seeing them. And Peyton Ramsey's also putting good balls on guys today. He's looked the part. He's a smart player.
There he is, right there. Yep. Speaking of him, there you go. So showcasing the quarterback right here. There's Kevin Thomas right there. Look at that rope. Man,
he's got doesn't look like the biggest guy from here, but strong arm.
Yep.
And if you're looking,
Zach Thomas, Appalachian State.
if you're looking in the UDFAs for a guy who can come in as a camp arm, come in as just taking a shot, those are the kind of guys that you want to grab.
Here's Zach Smith. This is the alpha male right here.
Yeah, he
Look
is.
at that thing right there. I mean, it's
you got to catch that
yeah,
still.
it's a good ball. That's just a guy at Troy University not used to having heat on a ball like that, right?
Yep.
I mean, I don't know who the quarterback at Troy University is.
You know, looking at
catch.
David Moore out of here, one of the undersized quarterbacks came in a little over 6 foot. You can tell he's 6'1". Sometimes you measure better on other days. A little light. He's got a lot of work to do, but you know what? Nice touch on his passes that you're seeing. At first was kind of not the zip, but then the next pass has zip as hell. So he's showing he's diverse. He was throwing to his guys trying to help him, which is nice, and knowing he could dial it up, and he's not so I only have one way about my throw. Well, that's great on these screens and out routes.
Well, the other thing I wanted you to notice, if you're watching this at home or you're watching this, that we don't have a towel out here, man. All right, it's raining. You can't probably see it on the film, but it's raining pretty decent, right?
Yep.
Coming down, and these receivers have to catch these wet footballs. There's not a towel out there like they would have under center, or a referee in the NFL would be wiping a ball down every time. So these guys have to throw a wet ball, and to be able to spin it, and be able to get that the tack on the ball that they need, it makes it a little bit difficult. And so this is a real life, true. You know, maybe it's not the perfect ideal. Hey, I want to just go inside a dome and a bubble and have a great pro day. And I'm going to every choreographed out of my 50 throws are all choreographed because I'm working with, a quarterback coach or whatever else. But these guys are out here grinding, man, in freaking Fort Worth on a 40-degree temperature day and still ripping the ball. Not great throws, not the perfect ideal. But the guys that we talked about that are putting it on them, that are ripping the ball and that can do it, they can do it no matter what the weather, right? Yeah. Snow. I mean, the best quarterbacks are the guys that say they like throwing in the snow because they have the advantage because the receiver knows which way the break's going. So then that window's a little bit bigger and they can throw better in the weather. Brady talks about it all the time. He loved throwing in the snow.
Yep.
So
we watched him do some mega games like there wasn't even snow. And this is actually some of these kids with the rain going down. The scouts know it. They're making money. You look at our guy, our Central Missouri guy. His hair shows every bit of the rain that's going out of it. He's got a mop on his head, and I hope he listens. We love you, guy. We love throwing it back to you, but this is making them money to show them that without perfect conditions, they're out there doing it. A lot of these pro days you see in perfect conditions, right?
Here's what I'm going to tell you. Why Zach Davidson, and we've harped on him a little bit today, but why I love it is scouts aren't driving into Warrensburg, Missouri to watch him, right? He's the only guy at Central Missouri. Scouts aren't going to spend a day driving there to watch him. They don't need to now. Everything they need to see. They can watch the film. They got his height, weight, everything they need. You don't really care about his 40s. 40's going to be fine. But he hasn't had one drop out here today. No. Showcasing, going with the receivers, going with the tight ends. Great day. So he performed. He's the kind of guy that this has benefited out tremendously for, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
Watching Caleb Huntley over here getting the awards right here.
Stud.
Look at him.
Yeah.
You're getting the refined.
Yeah, I get smell good, look good, feel good, play good, right?
Yeah, smell good, look good.
So we got the receivers switching.
Got the whole thing.
Receivers are going to run the same type of routes. Now what we did is as Sam is setting up our camera, they're flipping the field. And so we're able to get just a different angle and a different route. And this is, again, you brought it up, Brez. It's like going right-handed, left-handed, right? The different routes, how you plant, the foot you plant off of. Quarterback has the different steps. Yep. And, how they come out from behind center. So it makes it, it does. It sure makes a big difference. So try to move the cameraman back down there in the middle of the field so he doesn't get run over. But look at Zach competing.
Yeah, just, getting that, catching the ball towards the side. He looks like a natural hands receiver out here, big tight end.
38,
puncher.
Jalen Camp. Here we go, DJ Turner, man. He'll be playing ball on Sundays. We'll see him. Look at the speed, the quickness. I wish he'd have worked out with running backs, man, actually. I think he would have been a fit there for those. But
should have been both.
49th, Khalil McLean just went Troy University. Here's number 40, my guy, Jacob Harris. He's made money for himself. Jacob Harris made a lot of money for himself.
We keep talking about Davidson, and it's usually Harris. A couple reps later is doing the same exact thing.
Eli Stove, really out of Auburn. I mean, here's what you guys want to do. You got to catch every ball, man. You can't have drops like that. Quan Baker, when he's out here, 43. That was a nice high pointing ball right there from Antoine Davis. A little stocky guy from Ball State. Doesn't really kind of fit the receiver mold, but he kind of compact build guy, but out here competing and just getting a shot, man. The other thing about this, and we harp and we're hyped up about this. Like again, I'll say it multiple times. Not a lot of these guys they'll get maybe some free agent looks. We're not going to get a lot of these guys drafted out of here. But there's also the XFLs coming back, right? We don't know what's happening with the CFL, but hopefully the CFL's back. There's some of these guys, maybe they don't make that. We don't see them playing on Thursday night, Monday night, or Sunday nights, but they're going to be playing in some of these XFLs, and they just continue to chase that dream. And then you end up getting a Taylor Hankey, deal where you're battling, you're on a roster, you're cut, you're bouncing back and forth practice squad. You get a chance to play CFL, AFL, you get a chance to go play in the XFL, and then you get a break in the NFL.
Yeah,
so,
it's been going on. We've seen it. This isn't new, the undrafted, but this is the. We knew it when the XFL was going to come out. Bridge, we're super excited. We went to the Battle Hawks. We seen it live in person. They were kicking butt, and these guys ended up in the pros.
Yep.
It was it's a nice transition. A lot of these guys are going to end up in there. But we came in. You think, hey, 10 guys maybe go, get drafted, get in the pros, and I think we bumped up our numbers here.
Well, no. So that the best part about it, we had Mike Rittleman on earlier, and I don't know if you heard this. You were getting ready to give your Manscaped award, and I don't know if you were trimming up.
We got to worry about the guys.
Yeah,
and their guys.
I don't know if you were trimming up or what you were doing, but so Shadi and I were talking to Littleman, and he's talked to some scouts, and they said they think this will be. There's a scout here that said he thinks there's going to be 20 guys drafted out of this thing.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it at 10 and 15, but I think if again there's 100, let's just say there's 100 guys. I don't know the exact number that were here, but if out of 100 guys, 80 of these guys end up getting into camp. That's a great
catch, Noah.
That's a great great showcase, and it was great for Brawl Network to be a part of it.
You know what? I tell you what, it's always good to be drafted, right? But I tell you what, sometimes there's a better path for you becoming undrafted, right? You get a nice little kick bonus, and then you go to somewhere that fits what you're doing and not stuck in somewhere else, and your agent help you figure that out.
It's a nice ball right there. I'd like to see a little more juice on that from Brady, but Brady Davis. But
good placement, but a little off.
Lead them.
Yeah. So here's David Moore, just looking good. Look at that. We've seen this on the tape from Central Michigan. He's been doing it. He's not going to get a ton of looks. He needs to get a little stronger, get some programs. But the kid is a tremendous individual. And he throws great balls. And what else could you want from a quarterback?
He also, and if you're looking at the little things, he is probably the most vocal quarterback out here. He's wrapping guys up. He's giving guys hugs as they're coming back. It's all good stuff that you like to see.
Probably not doing it the COVID rules way, but I love it. I don't care. It's football, right?
It's good. We're out here. The rain down.
Sometimes you got to break the rules to be the man, right? I'm okay with that.
David Moore is the kind of guy that you wish was running your scout team. You know what I'm saying? Give you different looks. He can give you the ball. He can run out of the pocket. He can do that.
Okay, here we go. I'm assuming, now we just had the go route. I'm assuming this is going to be a post corner, would be my guess, or it's just going to be straight. It's just going to be a straight 9 route, straight go, hit it in the end zone. That's what we're doing right here. Flat go route. Quarterback is, so what we're doing, folks, is what I want you to understand is the ball, they're going to take the snap at the 45, opposite 45. By the time they step back, they're going to be a 45-yard or a 55-yard throw. Most of these guys want to drop it right in the end zone. So
rope from Ramsey.
50-yard ball from Ramsey. Now watch this thing. He's going to lead Zach. This will be into the end zone. Great. Wait on it a little bit, but it's right. Deep ball, easy. That was easy throw by Zach Smith.
Good tracking on that one.
Still right here. Moore got it.
Zach knew he was throwing it to a 6'6", tight end.
You got to catch that football, man. Jalen Camp had a tough one here. Here we go. This will be easier here for Jacob. He's got enough arm. Nope. Left it behind him a little bit. You want to see a little bit more arm out of number 1 right there, out of Zach Thomas.
App State guy here we're seeing. He's not had the best day so far.
Yep, right there. Zick, number 6. Yep. Colin Hill, South Carolina. All right. Smooth route, run a little bit right here. 4.
Looks a little Steve Youngish there.
Brady Davis does. That's nice right here. Okay. And the thing
this
about
guy's got an arm on him.
From the quarterback, what you don't want to see is you don't want to see them like ramp up, right? You don't want to have to gear up on it. It should be able to just arm
flick of the wrist right there. Peyton Ramsey, flick of the wrist, and the ball goes. Didn't have the best placement, but exactly what you're talking about. You don't need that full body.
Here's Zach. Watch that. That's
just a flick of the wrist.
That's easy.
50 yards, no problem. We've seen this a bunch. 57 touchdowns. We talk about some interceptions, but let's talk about the touchdowns.
Yep. So that was good. Quarterback, good job by the quarterbacks, good job by the receivers, good group, good camp. That's the wrap of on the field stuff, I think, and maybe the quarterbacks are going to do some rollout stuff would be my guess.
We'll stay with the quarterbacks.
Yeah, we'll stay with the quarterbacks here a little bit if you want to move the camera to wherever that's going to go. But I think it's been, good thing by the receivers. You can tell they're tired a little bit here, right here, man. My man Antoine Davis right here from Ball State. He's breathing heavy right now. He's like, oh, man, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
He's lumbering. He had a day out here.
He
said, I didn't ask it to rain like this, right?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
Zach Davidson, I'm impressed with that kid today. You know, is he going to be scoring all the touchdowns on Sunday? Maybe not, but, you know, he can impress here. It makes a difference.
Yeah. So here's what they're going to do. My guess on this is we're going to do rollouts. So they're going to have the receivers stand in a stationary position. Quarterback is going to roll probably to their left. It looks like it. They're going to roll to their left and then have to hit the receiver on the sideline. Kind of put it in a window. That's going to be that'll be this drill right here. Excuse me as I'm walking through the camera angle here. Coach, what drill we got here? Okay, so they're going to be doing spinning out and then throwing on the move, huh? All right. Okay, got it. All right. Got it. Okay. So as you guys can see this, Coach, thank you for your assistance there. So what we're trying to do is get their feet moving in the pocket a little bit, right, by the direction of the coach, and then roll them out. So more or less, remember when we were talking about receiver or DBs doing the speed turn? That's what these quarterbacks are really doing. Speed turn, opposite direction of what they're used to, turn their back to the line, get their eyes up, find their target, and then be able to hit it on the move. And every one of these guys is right-handed. Every one of these quarterbacks here is right-handed. So for them, this is a tough slide. Most quarterbacks aren't as strong to their right as they are aren't as strong to their left as they are to their right. So we're seeing a lot right here.
You know, again, David Moore looking clean and throwing a good ball out there. Yep. You know, God, they got an off-season program to do something. We really like to see that out of him. It'd be right before him, Peyton Ramsey, you know, looking clean. He's still got some work to do, but, you know, we were told, you know, they weren't going to get so much in the drill, so it's nice to see them out here getting the footwork in and showing what they could do in front of scouts. They obviously got asked to do that from, you know, throwing the balls earlier today. You know, Zach, he's just got a cannon, man. That guy is Jay Cutler 2.0 right now.
So as you see this one, Mike, this is one where they're not doing the roll, right? So this is just the classic drop back and then snap it off and put it in the window. So you have a little bit more accuracy because your eyes should already be downfield and you should already be set on your target.
Zach Davidson is just so effortless.
I love this too. And here's all I'm going to tell you why I love it. And I don't even know if it's on camera. You're not going to probably see it. But the receivers down there catching the ball are the same dudes that have just jumped up in everything, right? So you got Jacob Harris, you got Zach Davidson, you had Noah Johnson. They want to get in, man. They want to be a part of everything. They want to just give me in a drill. I don't care if it's just standing still. Put me in, coach. You know, John Fogerty, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play. I love it.
Yeah, they like playing ball, and that's a great trait, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's hard to find those guys, man. Gym rats. Everybody loves those guys. Little high ball right there on the move. So what they're doing is he's moving them in the pocket a little bit. When he says get out, now this is a true rollout on the move. You never set your feet.